Hey, what's going on, everybody out there in YouTube land? I just came back from the antique mall not too long ago and wanted to get a haul video out real quick before Blaster Stash It tonight, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on YouTube. I'll be jumping over to that show right after this video, but I wanted to share with you all everything I got from my little trip to the antique mall today. Got all this, plus a little bit more. Let's break it down. I basically was looking for more modern stuff that maybe I couldn't get before. They had a lot of newer comic books in there today, so I'm kind of excited about that. Um, but most of the stuff I just couldn't get or couldn't find at the time, or other people reviewed it and they liked it. So I went ahead and immediately picked some of this stuff up and read most of it. We'll just say most of it for right now. We go through it, we'll talk about that. So the deal at the Virginia Beach Antique Mall is if you get 5 comic books, each comic book's $1 a piece, versus buying one where it's $1.25. So the pile just kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger to get a deal. You get caught up. First, I picked up Sideways, #1. Don't know much about this character. Figured I'd check it out. Haven't had a chance to read it yet, but why not? Let's see here. Beast of Burden, #1, that came out, I believe, this year. A couple of guys over at Blaster Stash It reviewed it. I can't really remember what they said, so I went ahead and picked it up. Next, Think Tank. Somebody read this. They said they really like it, and they suggested it to me, so why not? And that's #1, Fun with PTSD. I don't know why they thought I would like that. Next, Deadly Duo. This is Spawn and this knockoff of Batman down at the bottom, #1. Most of these are going to be #1 issues. Violator, #1. I like this character, especially from the movie, the original movie. The gentleman that played him did a great job. This I got just because I was curious about it. It's the Milk Wars, Justice League of America versus Doom, issue 1. I read through this. This is hard to follow. I did not get any of that at all. Rough Riders, #1. I love it when you take historical figures and you kind of place them in kind of like their own little secret squirrel mission thing. And this one, Roosevelt is in charge of this team. This one he picked up for his new team. He picked up Jack Johnson, the famous fighter. The next issue, and I actually read this, and this was actually pretty good reading. So I definitely want to pick up some more of these. Issue 2, where they pick up Houdini there. Um, Next, I picked up Colonize. This is just stupid fun. Deals with zombies, aliens, and some people that seceded from the government, is what I got from the first issue. It's a little hard to follow, but nevertheless, it was kind of entertaining. The Supernaturals. Apparently, everybody's some sort of mutant in the world, and being normal is pretty much illegal. This kind of struck my interest to some degree. I do want to get some more of that. Next, Greek Street. This is weird. This is just weird. Apparently, his son was abandoned by his mother. Mother's a stripper. He had sex with his mother. There's a strip club with some weird people in it and more weird people involved. I don't know what's going on in this. It's not an easy read. It's actually kind of lame. Next, something else that caught my attention was the Southern Bastards. I want to read more of this. I might have to go pick up issue 2 for this. Basically, we get a guy who come back to his hometown, and apparently it's not the town that he recognized. His dad at one time was a sheriff of the town. Apparently he wasn't the nicest guy either. He was killed. But he's back. There's some trouble brewing with the local problem children, if you will. Next, Cemetery Beach. This was interesting because not only did they have the trade dress cover like this, but they also had the variant edition and I'm assuming an omnish position because it looks way too much like Spider-Man going on there. I picked up all 3 of these. None of these are really worth any money. Um, Next, oh, and I also read Cemetery Beach. That's actually very well written. I was surprised by that. I kind of enjoyed that. I might have to pick up some more of that. Next, I'm always hearing people talk about Chew, and I didn't know much about it. And a lot of people were loving it. I read it, and I found out why. This is actually a fun story. This whole take on a different type of psychic power coming from eating something and having what's the remembrance of it, I guess, kind of evade you. That was kind of interesting. Some sick stuff happens in it, but it was still fun. Next, Old Guard. Man, I'm digging this. I want to know how old the Old Guard is. And apparently, they're kind of badass. Dropping bodies left and right in this. I like this weapon thing she's carrying around. Really cool. Next, the creeps. No, the art in this is horrible. The jokes don't land in it, and the dialogue's everywhere. I don't know why somebody would recommend this to me, but I was able to find it, so why not? Let's see, what else did we pick up? We picked up a bunch of The Boys with the television show coming on, and these are all in different order from 9 to 66 and various different issues in there. With the show coming on Amazon, I wanted to know a little bit more about it before I got into it. From what I read, it's pretty simplistic story. It's all right. Now, after miles and miles of digging, these are the things that might actually give me a little bit of a return back. I'm sure we all know this issue right here, Daredevil number 230, Born Again. This was actually shown in the television show, so that was pretty cool find. The Destructor by Atlantis Comics. If you don't know, one of the movie studios actually bought a lot of the rights to a lot of the Atlantis comic book stuff. So which ones they got, we don't really know yet. So these might be kind of valuable in the near future. Speculating out there. It's the only number one Atlantis book that I could find in the entire thing, and it's in rough condition. Like it's I don't know, maybe a 2-0. Next, a treasure chest, 10-cent copy. This is from the Silver Age. I picked this up because I thought it was older than it actually was. I bought it, bringing it inside. A lot of the treasure stuff comics can actually fetch a pretty good penny on the market. However, not this one. This was actually during the Silver Age and not the Golden Age. What else did I pick up? Oh, Captain America number 403. I picked this up to finish the run for this. This is the Wolfman story. Cap Wolf, if you will. And then my biggest scores of the day. I don't even know how somebody else passed these up because there's pretty slim pickings in there. But Venom number 2, Venom number 4. I have a couple of copies of this one actually, and my favorite cover from the Venom run. That's Venom number 5. So that was really cool to find those. Super awesome. So that's it. That's what I picked up from the Virginia Beach Antique Mall today. What do you think down below? Give me a check. Give me a mark. Do you know where I can find some of these other books that I'm more interested in? Let me know. Other than that, guys, Blaster and Stash at Sunday night, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to go over the books from last Wednesday. I'll be in the chat room. I believe Dave's going to be in the chat room. Who knows? Everybody shows up to the chat room. We always have a good time. You can interact with us while we're going on with that. Other than that, guys, I got to switch over to the show. Hope you enjoyed the video. Give me a like, give me a dislike, subscribe, don't subscribe, but definitely hit that notification bell because you never know when I've been out shopping for comic books and what hauls I'm always willing to share with you. All right, guys, I'm out. You take it easy. Bye.